Welcome everyone back to Like a Dragon Infinite Money. I am me. I'm joined by my two good friends, Nick
Hello.
and Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he's gonna be here until he gets drunk, I guess. Uh,
How dare you?
I'm not wrong. I did a little bit by myself of just clearing out, like, just the fights around the thing. Date called, and he's like, come meet me at the bar. We gotta go talk. So we're at the bar. Nick's Kiryu.
Yes. Alright. That's like fucking.
So,
For,
let's catch up. For the record, Taichi's safely back in Okinawa by now. Saw him off at the airport personally. Bought him enough tchotchkes to fill a duffel bag. That cabaret fight shouldn't sour his memories of the city.
Good. Taichi's lucky to have you looking out. Thank you, Date-san.
I got your adopted son drunk off his ass. There you go.
We need to talk about what's next.
Hmm?
Come on. Taichi's far from the only one you've shut out. You've been dead to the world. How many years?
Chris, Kiryu's dying of cancer.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Oh
Done that,
no!
touch.
Kazuma
Just
Kiryu.
made that clear. They only back me as long as I stick to the shadows.
ダメだ
And
ね。
what happens now?
ダ
There's
メよ。
video evidence of Kazuma Kiryu still walking the earth. Force majeure.
now there's video evidence of Taichi watching on the earth.
Anything like that yet?
No, nothing so far.
As I thought, they're not omnipotent anyway. Not half as much as they were.
What are you trying to say, Date-san?
Only that, the way I see it, the Daidoji faction has reason to loosen your leash a bit. If circumstances align for a near miss or two with old friends, they'll likely be too occupied to care.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I keep my promises, whether I'm forced to or not.
Oh, I'm well aware. But seeing Taichi didn't make you break your word, did it? You keep your distance, they never know you're there. I'm sure the Daidoji won't raise a stink.
And if I were one of them, I'd be none too happy.
Bloody hell. Does that backbone of yours ever bend? How about this then? You know what Kamurocho's like these days. With the Tojo and Omi put to pasture, the Yakuza are just a memory. Petty criminals filled that gap. Better or worse, they're too insignificant to pin down. Cops have nothing to hold on to with them.
I get it. So what?
Some Kamurocho folk think it's worse than ever. Reminds me, Akiyama's gone quietly.
Oh yeah, Akiyama, the guy who like day traded himself to be a billionaire in like a week. I was homeless, and then Kiryu blew up a skyscraper, and then I got like $100,000, and I day traded to billionaire.
You can't find him? Date-san, when was the last time you two spoke?
Just after the dissolution, I suppose. He caught when Kazuma Kiryu might have had a hand in it. Akiyama went hunting for anything he could find, but came back with nothing more than rumors. He rang me up late one night during his investigations. I've tried calling him since, but there's never an answer. He might have finally left town.
What? So he just disappeared? Do you even know if he's alive?
The thought occurred to me, so I've kept a watch going. If he shows up, the police will know. Are you worried? He's just one of plenty you've turned your back to, after all.
Unless he vanished, it's serious.
I'm concerned now that I know he's missing. Akiyama's a special case, however.
Maybe so. I'd venture to say, as he goes, so too goes the city. We both know, regardless of all that, Akiyama's not your only concern.
Tell me what you want from me, Date-san.
I thought I'd been clear. This whole bucket kicked list of yours is an opportunity. You and the Daidoji can stay honest with each other while we get you some closure on things. Leave everything to me. Akiyama, too. I'll dig him up somehow.
Date-san.
Who else out there do you need to see? Think. Kamurocho's got a lot of faces. You spent practically half your life on those streets.
The people who meant the most to me are dead. Kazuma-san, Yumi, even Nishiki. I still visit their graves. In fact, I was just there recently.
You could go see your daughter. She loves you.
I'll be with them soon.
God's sake. All right, let's focus on the ones who are still above ground. Because, like it or not, that includes you, for now. So who else, hmm?
How's your daughter?
How's that daughter of yours doing?
How's your daughter doing, Kiryu?
She's married now, 3 kids.
She's... doesn't that mean you're a grandfather? I don't believe it. You never thought to tell me?
Because that's not what we're here to talk about, damn it. All right, quit trying to distract me, would you? Take your time if you have to. Think of Kamurocho, okay? I know there's someone there.
Kamurocho locals that I knew. Well, I guess there's Kazuki and Yuya.
There you go. That's a great call, in fact. Kazuki and Yuya. They're doing well, last I checked.
The owner of the host club. That guy. I remember him. And this guy also. Kiryu's friends with a lot of hosts.
He is. The long-standing friends who survived everything Kamurocho's thrown at them.
Korean Mafia some time back, but it's up and running again.
Is that so?
Well, but no, I guess as Ichiban had a hand in that.
The plan. Some way the Daidoji faction will write off as a coincidence, just in case. Like with Taichi, we need the perfect setting. Give me a bit of time.
Whatever you say. I'll go along with this because I trust you. Thanks, Date-san.
Stop it. This is something I want to do. There's no need for one word of appreciation.
I had a drink, and now we gotta wait for Date to call us again and be like, "Hey, Kiryu, come. I'm gonna force you to go see your other kids." Nick, we gotta go do Kiryu's fucking memories. Because we're on chapter 10 of like 12, and we'd be like, "I remember that part from Yakuza fucking 3 or what or yes."
Whatever the Yakuza was.
Whatever it was, or I'll be like, hey, Kiryu, it's me, Dante.
It's Dante, Kiryu. Could you come to the harbor line?
I just fucking left.
Wait for Kamurocho from there. Be sure that you're ready.
Understood. I'll come soon.
Alright, we're going back.
Yar.
Fucking Dante.
Wonder if this one will be voiced. Or randomly not.
Armor pops out of nowhere.
Deadliest series of CQC. Die. You know, as far as the essence goes, that one is really boring.
I won't hold back.
Because then you have, like, Kiryu, who just is this gun. Alright, so, Chris, you were interested in Hobo Man, right? He's a black mage.
He's a black mage?
Yeah. Hobo Man, summon the pigeons!
Oh, is this like a dragon? The same, is this the same like a dragon guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same guy. Okay, I didn't know that. Picture really funny. I was like, the pigeon sounds familiar.
Dynamite.
And that's the end of it.
Okay, Date, we're going to Kamurocho. Are we gonna go see Majima? Majima is like also one of the other people who'd be like really happy to see Kiryu.
You would be.
Good you're here, Kiryu. Ready? Round trip to Kamurocho and have everything you need?
Probably.
Yeah,
Kazuma,
let's go.
cute you.
Straight over to Stardust.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before Majima shows up now that Kiryu is officially alive again.
We're giving that bucket list some weight to it. And there it is. Kamurocho's prevailing host club, Stardust.
Prevailing, huh? They've come
Is
a
this
long
the
way, I suppose.
Infinite Wealth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Jingon
The new one.
occupation brought some drastic changes a while back. Now it's returned to its more traditional roots. So
This is Date, the guy who we murdered a lot of people with.
You're not kidding. That's not just traditional. It's downright.
If I remember correctly, isn't in
Huh?
the first Like a Dragon, doesn't he come out of prison and like the Yakuza's a mess now?
You, yeah.
And he's trying to fix it. In the first Like a Dragon,
Never change.
the main character.
The main character comes out of prison and he is betrayed by the Yakuza family he's part of, but he still loves
Oh.
he still loves like the patriarch and thinks the dad. And we find out it is his dad.
Yeah.
And then after dad dies due to like Yakuza politics, he's like, I'm gonna disband all of the Yakuza. And Kiryu's like, hey,
I like Yakuza. Kiryu's like, I'm the Yakuza. Majima!
no,
What's with the Spanish guitar?
It's not Mashima. At least it shouldn't be. That's not what Mashima wears.
It's actually Majima.
No, it's not. It's the Stardust host.
It's Majima.
Yeah.
It's
Look
not.
at that. Majima. Immediately says someone else's name.
Nicely done, you.
I still don't understand the Spanish guitar, but
I met you.
That's all I could think about when you walked out of that room. Just the Home Depot theme.
You know how boring it is without you in there? Come. There's always more to do.
On it.
Wow, so chic. Stardust! I want to marry this place.
Seems as popular as ever, huh?
I suppose so. I appreciate you helping me get one last look at them.
Slow down. Hey, that was the owner just now, right? Hell of a show.
Oh,
why does his coat hang off of him so fucking
Those
weird?
folks were looking for protection money? Amazing how you all beat them back. And by the looks of it, business is booming for you boys.
Suppose so. We're pretty old-fashioned as host clubs go. Our competitors like to say we're behind the times. But Kazuki-san's a great boss, and with him in charge again, we're all eager to work here. The fact that he's still pulling...
How can you like be behind the times? Isn't just like
Us young bloods have to keep up.
isn't just like the whole thing just like it's a social club where you go in and like pretend someone loves you for a few hours and go home?
They've always
Pretty sure, yeah.
and Kamurocho fixtures for decades.
Like what can change about that?
I know, but the Jingon Mafia took this place some time ago. They had money, weapons, people. Things.
Jingon used Stardust to launch their Kamurocho expansion. It was a smart play.
Oh, mister, you know your stuff. Have you heard the entire history behind it all? As to why the Jingon was targeting Kamurocho in the first place, I mean. You see, the Korean Mafia was beaten, badly, by Tojo Clan Yakuza back in the 80s. Meaning, no offense, you two look like you might have been around back then. Do you know about the Dragon of Dojima?
No, I'm Taichi. What are you talking about?
Yep, I've heard the name before at least.
I figured. No one who knows anything about Kamurocho wouldn't know Kazuma Kiryu, after all. Yeah, Kiryu-san was a legend who kicked the Jingon out almost single-handedly. Kazuki-san and Yuya, though, had the misfortune of being his friends. So, when the Jingon Mafia finally came back, they went straight for Stardust and Retribution. You could say Kazuki-san was just another victim of Kazuma Kiryu's legacy of violence.
Huh. Not exactly sure that's accurate.
I
You
mean,
know?
Don't you think?
Man, Kiryu ruined our entire lives.
This story has always been about honest people paying for the underground.
Look at how weird his fucking coat hangs off of him.
Buried now, anyway.
yeah.
Kiryu-san too, so I've been told. And with all of them gone, it fell to Kazuki-san to rebuild on his own. It kills me to think of him having to bow his head to every moneylender in town. If those criminals could hear me from hell, especially Kiryu, I'd have some words for him.
I see. Fair enough. I'd say you've got a point.
Hey,
Thanks for your time. Hope we didn't bother you.
No, of course not. No bother at all, sirs.
hey, where are you going? This isn't what we came for. Kazuki and Yuya are coming to Serena in a little while.
Don't tell me you invited them there.
I'm not saying you have to reveal yourself. It's just a chance to hear them, see how they're really doing.
No. I saw for myself they're doing well. And I've heard enough.
Oh, come on, don't say that. I promise you, whatever that toddler of a host said, Kazuki and Yuya don't agree with him. I've never heard them utter one word of resentment.
Even still,
Honestly, just come upstairs. What's a Kamurocho trip without revisiting this place anyway? Think of it as part of the tour. Ah, there you are. Good to see you, Kazuki, Yuya.
Likewise. Thank you for inviting us.
Not every day the legendary detective of Kamurocho asks you out for drinks.
Is that the kind of barefaced flattery Stardust customers get treated to, Yuya?
Yes.
That wasn't flattery. Everyone knows I speak my mind, pure and simple.
All right, all right.
I speak my mind. Bah.
This place is empty. You didn't, reserve the whole bar for us, did you?
Not at all. This is the slow time of night. Always clears out around now.
Come on, Yuya. Don't be presumptuous.
Okay, Kazuki-san, but I bet you were thinking the same thing.
Here it is. Trying to clear your name.
I mean, have they ever shown this bar with anyone other than the Kiryu and pals in it?
No.
That would cost money to model the NPCs.
Know what happened earlier? Some small-timers actually came around for protection fees.
Yeah,
That didn't hurt at all.
happened to be down the street during the confrontation. Well fought. Don't tell anyone I said that. Technically, I probably should have arrested you.
How are you always so up to date?
Rolling on Stardust's front door just now? Gotta say, it actually brought back memories.
Yeah? Of what sort?
Huh. Do you have to ask? I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing.
Yep. Dead to rights, yeah?
Come on, don't keep me in suspense.
Imagine if they just start talking how they've always actually secretly hated Kiryu.
We've always hated that guy. You've ruined my life. He's terrible. Glad he's dead.
I get it now. Of course he'd come to mind.
Hard to believe that was almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah. Crazy. I can count on one hand.
I just love the lower graphics fidelity.
First night, you look just like any other mid-rank soldier come to squeeze us.
Huh. Little did you know you were picking a fight with the Dragon of Dojima.
Time never slows down, huh? Soon, Kiryu-san will have been dead for as long as I knew him when he was alive.
Yuya keeps a bottle on reserve just in case he ever shows up again someday. One of our most expensive bottles, in fact. Doesn't exactly help our bottom line.
How would that
is
you
really...
just storing a bottle? I don't.
Yeah, if you're just storing a bottle, how that really affected outside of when you initially bought the bottle?
Now and again.
Maybe. Still.
We pay taxes on this bottle. It's that expensive.
Stardust must have surely suffered over the years because of him, no? Your doorman has something of a grudge against him, in fact.
Can't in good
Well, way to fucking rat out their employee.
The world just has it out for. There were times he'd waltz in, and you'd know a storm was coming. I don't know. Do you think Kiryu-san would forgive me if he heard me say that?
It's fine.
I mean, chaos did follow in his wake.
Might as well let
It really did. Kiryu's responsible for a lot of people dying.
No one
He can say all he wants that he doesn't kill people. The first cutscene of the game is him throwing a guy out of a third-story window.
He was ready to overthrow the Tojo clan, all on his own. But then, he found a little girl worth 10 billion yen, and decided to protect her like she was his own blood. After that, Kiryu-san became an icon to the city. Anyone who knew him knew the courage he could instill. Every twist and turn, all our troubles and hard times felt bearable then.
Yeah. That's what Kiryu-san was to us. That's why it's so hard to believe he's gone for good.
Hey, Date-san,
Hmm?
why tonight? Why invite both of us here all of a sudden? Did anything happen recently?
What do you mean?
I wonder.
It's kind of weird that you just suddenly called us to this place after Kiryu was sighted and want to talk about Kiryu, and there's this random guy with you of gray hair.
A feint?
Don't do this to yourselves. I'm sorry, but I called you because I felt like seeing some old friends.
Let's see. And that's all it is?
Ah, come on. Can you blame us for hoping for something more?
I like how it's like no one important knows Kiryu's alive. It's only Gen Z watching VTubers who don't know who he is.
How long it took to get it back.
Yeah, that must have been difficult. But from the looks of it, Stardust has truly recovered. Kamurocho itself even, like the city's healing from Tenkaichi Street out.
For the first time in a long time, I think I'd be proud for him to visit us again. I'd like him to know that we're still standing. I suppose I understand Yuya and his bottle now.
It's all right. I have a feeling he's damn proud of the both of you. Believe me, there's not a doubt in my mind. I should apologize for dragging you all the way
I
up.
guess we're back here, not Kamurocho.
You don't have to do that. I appreciate all the work.
Man, I can't wait Nick to take like 7 steps and he calls me again and be like, "Hey, we're going back to Kamurocho!"
Those two have
Yeah.
always looked up to you. Maybe Kamurocho can become a little bit better, if its people don't forget the man who fought for it. How was it hearing all that?
I'm gonna go drown my sorrows.
It was good.
Oh, you're talking about
See you
actually-
guys later.
Okay, bye. I told you you're gonna stay here till you go drink.
Good night.
Alright.
Fucking alcoholic.
What better way to find perspective on the life you've led than that? No one expects they're the poor bastard. Everyone will say, good.
Fucking Chris.
Except
Only comes in here when either A, he's drunk, or he's about to get drunk. Those are the only times he comes in here of his own volition.
stay in touch until then.
Thanks for the drink. See you again soon.
Good night, Kiryu. Do your best to hold on to what they said.
Woo! What?
What?
Okay, I don't know how us, like, eavesdropping on a conversation made it so we can call them in as a support.
Can you
But
call them in as Kiryu?
I don't remember if Kiryu can even do it.
No.
I'm gonna take, like,
No.
30 steps, and then he's be like, "Hey, we're gonna go back to Kamurocho again." Alright, let's go fucking reminisce. Be like, remember this game and this scene? Remember this alleyway? Oh, there it is. Hey, it's not.
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Oh no.
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
Dante, this is the way he like opens up the conversation.
Dante here. The ghost fucking shudders.
The Gomejul headquarters are just up ahead. My history with the Gomejul goes way back to my connection with their parent organization, the Jingwan Mafia. And now Sonahi's not only leading them, but after Zhao ceded power to her, she's also in charge of Liu Meng. It'd be no exaggeration to say that Sonahi has the entire Yokohama underground under her thumb. She must be under a lot of pressure. Still, what an impressive feat, even though it's only been a short while since we met. I can tell she was born to be a leader. She has the potential for it. Seeing the next generation curious into the future fills me with hope.
That's nostalgic.
That sounded like a geezer just now.
Kiryu, I think it's important to remember that you could have done that. You were the head of the Tojo clan and, like, the most respected member in the underground at the time. You could have done that. You just like, I don't want to be head. Meh. Daigo, you're the head now. And Daigo was like actively getting drunk at the time. Hey, Date, we're gonna go back to
Good to see you, Kiryu. Are you set? I'd like to take you somewhere.
Sure, man. You have to call me like 4 more times.
I'm prepared.
Good. As it happens.
Why there's so many saved up? Is it just because you got so many points like during the last section?
Yeah.
It's pure coincidence.
Oh.
Would you believe I didn't invite them? The Seiryu clan did. To prepare for the dissolution, Ebina has been in touch with regional families across Japan. These two have come to answer his call, all the way from Hiroshima. Onomichi, actually.
Onomichi.
A Yomei Alliance subsidiary, the Hirose families Tagashira and Matsunaga, here in Ijincho right now.
Huh. Tagashira. Matsunaga.
I don't remember either of those.
Alright.
Oh, right. Okay, I remember now. The group of like 2 fucking people and that was it.
For themselves. Unfortunately, Captain Nagumo couldn't make it.
Investigate, you said?
If Ebina's dissolution succeeds, every Yakuza group in the country will feel its effects. No matter where they're located, no family can ignore Yokohama right now. So, Tagashira and Matsunaga are here to survey and report back on behalf of the Yomei.
Wow. They're representing all of Hiroshima, that means.
The Hirose family might have started small, but they've been making a name for themselves. Many would credit their old patriarch Toru for that. He died doing wet work for the former Yomei chairman. He died loyally. As such, he left behind a family worthy of respect. They report directly to the chairman now. Which means your boys are officers of the main family. They're trusted with a lot these days.
I see. How about that?
What's wrong? You've got that look on your face. You don't want to see him?
It isn't that. Not exactly. I'm worried how they'd react if they knew I survived.
Why? Think they'd take it poorly?
The Hirose family was small, but they were as tight-knit as any family I've seen. As soon as I entered their lives, that all changed. And Hirose's death was a direct consequence of that. If I'd never set foot in Hiroshima, Tagashira and the others might still have their boss. I never apologized to them. In fact, I took the easy way out by going into hiding.
I was like Yakuza 7, I think, or whatever, or 6, whichever the last one of Kiryu was. Like, they were the ones who helped, who like were like, oh, Kiryu, why are you dying?
Just like with Kazuki and everyone.
Remember that plotline where like the entire thing was the hide like an ancient Japanese destroyer ship or something?
I think so, yeah, that was...
Remember, Hiroshima is part of your legacy. The last heroic stand of Kazuma Kiryu. Tagashira and Matsunaga saw history made there. Don't you find the prospect intriguing? Hearing their thoughts on your final moments?
That's a sad way of putting it. You make it sound like I'm some voyeur.
Either way, the timing of their Ijincho trip is perfect for us. Don't question serendipity. They're drinking at a bar nearby, right now. Let's not miss them. See them there, Kiryu? Those are your boys.
Yeah. It's like they haven't changed at all. Same as when we met.
It's pretty weird when you call those one guys from Japan over for pound mates as Ichiban.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit's sake. How long they gonna make us wait? Came all the way to Yokohama for this?
They're treating us like dirt here. Supposed to be honored guests. Seiryu hospitality, my ass. We're Hiroshima dignitaries for crying out loud.
Please say I'm walking here.
Doesn't seem like they're in a good mood.
Please say I'm walking here.
Really?
Sure. Hard to tell from just eavesdropping.
Right then. I'll take it from here. Let's get a better look at these big shots, huh?
Date-san, what are you doing?
The Daidoji faction doesn't own me, in case you've forgotten. I can say hi to whomever I want.
Date-san. Damn it.
And just who might you be?
Tokyo Metropolitan Detective Makoto Date. Are you two familiar with me?
We look like guys with lots of cop friends? Go polish your badge. Should warn you, these two pups ain't housebroken. Any closer and they might bite you.
Hey, calm down. There's no need to be a prick.
The hell? You got your head screwed on wrong? Or you just want to die, old man?
Whoa, hold a second, Tagashima. Tokyo detective named Date, he said. Kiryu Aniki had a buddy called that, right?
Huh? Now that you mention it. Wait, so then what's he doing here?
You're Hirose, Tagashira and Matsunaga, correct? Be happy to buy you boys a drink. I'm off duty, not looking to bust anyone. Just want some company. Same as you two, from what I can see.
Yeah, well, the girls here ain't exactly swarming us.
You sure about this, Aniki? I mean, knocking them back with the fuzz?
You heard him. Man's off duty right now. We're just three assholes, no titles and nothing. This way, we never drank with the enemy team. Yeah, that's what you're saying, right, Dante-san?
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, all right then. Matsunaga Aniki says you can buy his drinks. You can buy his drinks.
Good, I appreciate it.
Fucking guy. The shades will make them never know who I am.
Let me ask you both something. You sounded pretty pissed off before. Why was that? It's never just because of the girls.
Nah, it wasn't about that. Yokohama's a long trip for us, and we're being treated like hicks. There's ex-Yakuza all over town, and they're eyeing us like we got a disease.
The Seiryu clan sure as hell not offering to cut us into anything worth a damn. Why even invite us? Too worried about their own profits taking a hit.
I mean, look around. They're scoping us out from every angle. They all stare, but nobody says as much as hello.
Wait a second. You mean everyone here is Yakuza?
Eugene shure's got ex-Tojo and Omi guys crawling around like roaches right now. We're doing fine for ourselves out west in Hiroshima. Only came by to be courteous.
What he means is the Yomei Alliance asked us directly, and we followed orders.
I wonder, is your table so barren because they're trying to ice you out?
Maybe women around here are smart enough not to drink with a couple of small-town bumfucks.
Say that again, asshole!
Whatever it is you're looking for here, you're not gonna find it. So screw off.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Big talk from men that what got dissolved, huh?
What the fuck? I need to hear him go. I'm walking here.
Why does he have that accent in Japan? I don't care.
I need to hear him just go. I'm walking here.
Huh? Who the hell's that?
Hey, you to stay back, damn it. Kiryu...
Eh?
Kiryuin.
Kiryuin. Date-san, you know this guy?
Oh, no. I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Dignitaries should know better than to disrespect the cities they visit. This is how blood starts running.
What's your deal?
We'll handle this from here. Right, Date-senpai?
Yes, of course. This is my junior partner, Kiryuin. Okay, everything's settled?
Man, Dante is terrible at lying for being a
This is
cop.
my junior partner. He's 80 years old.
Damn it, stop. You're in enough crap already.
Like, they're both so bad at lying.
Well, let's get started.
Where's Dante?
It's my turn.
Joshua, where the fuck? Who's this homeless guy? Wait, is that the leader of the Jingwon Mafia?
Is that a gas grenade?
Here we go.
Hey, fucking, Kasuke, help me! This is expensive. What does it do? Will ravish all enemies for 1,000 damage? Doesn't cost a turn? 500 grand! That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean, like, next time you're at Ichiban, you can just speed hack and get 1 billion more. So,
What is...
Kiryu does not know how to use a phone.
I summoned... What is...
I'm humbled you requested.
This is...
This is,
This is... Ecstasy! What the fuck?
We hope to see you again soon.
Oh, what the fuck? They're all dead!
what the fuck was that?
That is my strongest calling by a... Okay, you know, that cost me 500 grand. I got 1.8 mil.
You did.
We should relish this.
Next, the other guy, the other guy that's 10 million, he's just single target, right? Not 1,500 to everyone.
I think it's just because he's meant to be a you just win button.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a story from back home. Who knew a junior detective could throw haymakers like that? Only out here would you find a cop stronger than a Yakuza.
Stronger. He's good, but I wouldn't go that far.
The fucking
Yeah,
shades.
I get it now, though. No wonder Tokyo PD got these city Yakuza nudist.
He has such a greaser face, Nick. Like, look at his head shape when we get like a side angle again. Like, look at him.
Strong and silent. Actually, it reminds me of a guy we knew.
Yeah, you know,
Hey, this is a Kiryu Eden guy. Reminds me a lot of Kiryu.
same kind of mojo.
Oh?
Exactly.
This cute guy.
This quiet son of a gun reminds me so much of him.
Could it be the name and the general fact that he looks like him but older?
I'm not sure. After all, I've known Kiryu much longer than you two would have. No offense, but he's much cooler than this one.
No, you know what? That's a very good point. I mean, look at him. The guy, sure. Look at this guy.
Look at this guy.
What for a badass?
Look at this guy.
Okay, probably so.
Although, strange how alike your names are. Kiryu, Kiryuin, right?
Fuck you.
Both names sound tough, I say. Except Kazuma Kiryu. Whew. Man, that name's just on another level for us. From the moment we first met him, he redefined what the Yakuza meant.
That he did.
How? What did he do for you? Was it even a change for the better, do you think?
That's hard to say. Kiryu Aniki guided us through dark times. Our patriarch Hirose died. So did Chairman Kurusu. Onomichi's big secret came out, and it's still...
I could be remembering wrong. Is it just like their big secrets that they had like an old like defunded destroyer or something
Could have asked him so much
that they hid underground somehow?
Or something.
Like pulling up every rotten weed that sprung since World War II.
It's just like like for like a small city, I can see that being like kind of a big deal. Like, you know, the city itself, like the mayor, like, yeah, we have this. It's a lot of money, but like I don't see how that really matter to anyone.
Politicians got their asses saved by the cover-up. Those Daidoji, what do you call them? Of course, they're the reason the Ome Alliance made us a direct subsidiary.
I guess that the Hirose family came out all the better thanks to Kiryu Aniki at the end of the day. Nowadays, we got way more prestige. The Onomichi locals tease us about it, though.
I think that's a good thing. Huh? Wouldn't you agree?
But putting all that aside, there's something about the whole thing that still hurts.
Yeah, you got that right.
What is it, if I may ask?
The Hirose family's down to just 3 proper members between Captain Nagumo and us. Our youngest officer was named Yuta, and he's off in Okinawa living his dream life. Good for him. But his Yakuza just feels like things are never gonna be as good as they were then. Kiryu Aniki inspired us to heights we never imagined ourselves in.
Seriously, Kazuma Kiryu's final battle, and we were there to see it. Hiroshima woke up for one big, incredible moment. Then went back to being the same old sleepy town as it ever was. Just empty and tired.
Helps knowing Patriarch Hirose would have wanted it that way. Plus, he got to spend his last minutes fighting Kazuma Kiryu with everything he had. When he died, it looked like he was at peace.
Yeah, I will never forget that.
For the old man, part of it must have been finally not having to do Takeru Kurusu's dirty work anymore. Even still, he was a model Yakuza, and he died Yakuza's death.
More and more, I've been getting into dumbass fights like that one. Just looking to cash my chips in.
If you two hadn't stopped us, we might have died bleeding out in this cheap hostess bar.
Now that's a Yakuza's death.
Just a red stain on a tacky carpet. Long ways from home. How the hell did it get this bad without us even noticing? Between Hirose-san and Kiryu Aniki, all we talk about anymore is the ones we lost. Same old shit every day, over and over. They could see us right now, they'd be ashamed. And you know what? It was seeing Kiryuin-san fight just now that made me realize it.
Say that again.
Funny how little things like that can open your eyes. What's going on now? Are you leaving? I'm still buying. No need to quit early.
That's all right. We're headed home. Seiryu clan's been investigated by us enough, I'd say. Right now, all I want is to tell Captain Nagumo everything that happened here tonight.
Oh, what will you say to him?
That over in Jinsho, we finally met someone Kuryaniki might have seen something in. Now, Cap will never believe us, not in a million years. He'll say we're drunk and stupid. But I'm gonna tell him, even if it shouldn't have been possible, I saw what I saw tonight.
So did I.
Oh, well, that's great. All right, I won't keep you any longer.
In that case, let me say one last thing to you both. The Seiryu clan's plot, all these Yakuza amassing underneath them, they can't be trusted. Hiroshima needs to stay as far out of this as it can.
With respect and all, no shit, Detective. That Ebuna's a smooth-talking swindler, but the Yomei Alliance ain't dumb enough to fall for it. Hiroshima will steer clear of the conflict. Promise you that.
Of course, Kiryu-san. Your advice is appreciated. We're bidding Yokohama farewell now, if that's all right.
Okay. Nice meeting you.
It's good to see you, Kiryu-san.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I get the feeling they might have figured you out.
Maybe you going Kiryu. I mean, Kiryuin. Hey, Raptor.
Avoid getting sucked into war. Easiest thing would be to cut off the Hirose family and be done with it.
Kiryu. Yeah.
Reckless of you to jump in there. Don't come crying to me if you get busted.
Do you think I'm blaming you? I'm very grateful. If not
We're
for you,
listening to Kiryu's like slowly realize that it's okay for him to do something for himself for once.
I didn't deserve to know what happened next. But I was always curious.
And I'm glad we did what we did.
Oh.
Thanks for the drinks. I'll see you again.
Till then, good night, Kiryu.
Pulls out phone. Hey, it's
Dante.
Dante here.
Hey, it's Dante. Come back so we can go. I don't know why that Colin does so much fucking damage. Cause like
That's not even the with benefits version. Like,
yeah.
Like, how much damage does like your AoE with Ichiban do for like comparison?
Okay, so it is important to know that Ichiban has gotten literally every stat buff we found so far. I
Yes.
think his AoE does in total like 700 to 800 damage.
I mean, so yeah, the fact that that does 2 of those,
you have time, come to Harbor Light.
Sure.
Come to Harbor Light.
when just that one from Kira's Ichiban's usually enough to end most fights, honestly. If not end it, like, it's cleanup, essentially.
We're going back! Dante, who are we gonna go see now? What other Yakuza game are we gonna go see now? Hey.
Oh, good to see you, Kiryu. I assume you're...
Fucking, like, everybody else in the group's like, alright, bye again, I guess.
This time came all the way from Kyushu. Chief Nakajima of Nagasu Taxi.
Chief Nakajima.
He looked after you during your stint as a cab driver back in Fukuoka, didn't he?
I never knew my real name, even now I knew Jim Kardash.
Regularly.
You're remembering, right? Don't tell me I wasted...
It's hard to read those since they auto-advance.
They go really fast, too.
They do.
That ungrateful. It's just... I never thought I'd see him again. Chief Nakajima was about the only civilian I spent a lot of time with.
You tried running from your past back then, too, didn't you? Even went by the alias Taichi Suzuki and everything. Trouble always finds you somehow. In the past and even now.
You said you called a chief here? How was he? He must be getting along in years now. Did he seem well?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you go see for yourself?
What? Did something bad happen to him?
Oh, good heavens, I can't drink that much. Well, ain't this a pickle?
Oh, come on, Mr. Chief. Don't be shy. Today's a special treat, isn't it?
Well, you ain't wrong there. Speaking of which, Date's son's not here yet.
I wonder what's taking him. This ain't a scam, right? You're not gonna rip me off.
This is just like my taxi, like, boss, isn't he?
That man's a real detective,
Maybe.
you know.
Date-san, what was with that ominous look earlier?
Well, as you can see, he's doing great. Figured it'd make you appreciate the reunion more. Cab company's not exactly doing well, but the chief does everything he can to keep it going.
That's great. Glad to hear it.
Thought so.
Wait, Date-san, you've never met Chief Nakajima before, right? How did you even get him to come all the way here?
Well, I might have abused a bit of my police authority. Told him that I wanted to ask him about his former employee, Taichi Suzuki.
What?
Also told him it was a personal investigation and that we couldn't talk over the phone since the higher-ups don't know about it. I asked if he could come to Yokohama instead.
You do know how suspicious that sounds, right? I'm surprised the chief fell for that.
I offered to cover his travel expenses, so it's basically a paid vacation. His drinks at this club are even on me. Oh, don't
Time to
let
get
that
drunk.
man.
What? I was just worried about you. You're always coming up with all these lies for me.
I thought I told you this before. I'm only doing all this because I want to. Don't sweat it.
10 years ago, he told me himself to come back and work for him again, no matter what. He gave me a hand when I hit rock bottom, and I was never able to thank him for that.
Got it. Guess it'll be on me to tell him all of that.
This place sure is a riot. Hey, maybe I ought to.
Because I'm pretty sure he was just like Kiryu's boss when he was pretending to be a taxi driver.
Then you could come visit me every day. I'll be here waiting.
Boy, I do that and I'll be broke in no time.
Oh. Pleasure meeting you, Chief Nakajima. I'm Date. You been enjoying yourself?
Oh gosh darn it, I'm sorry. Got a little carried away there.
Got a little carried away there.
Meeting up with you, Mr. Detective.
No need for the formalities. Thanks for coming all the way here. Mind if I take a seat?
Oh no, not at all. Please do. Still, to think Suzuki-san's name would come up again.
Oh, Suzuki-san, he was my best taxi driver. He took out a drag racing gang for me by driving his taxi.
I knew Suzuki personally outside my work as a detective. Honestly, I just wanted to have a drink with someone else who knew him. Sorry for making a fuss out of this, Chief.
Oh, no, it's fine. You even paid for me to travel here and all. Besides, I feel the same way about Suzuki-san. Wasn't one for words, but I could never forget him. Just that kind of fella, you know. So what happened? Did Suzuki-san cause some kind of incident? He ain't getting arrested, is he?
Huh? No, I'm not going to arrest him. See, Suzuki's been dead for a few years now.
Huh? Come again? You ain't pulling my leg or nothing.
You didn't know?
No, not at all. I had no clue. So that's what happened to Suzuki-san? I can't believe my ears. He was always so serious, a real dedicated fella.
Hey, something doesn't seem to be adding up here. Just double checking. You were aware that Suzuki was
You were aware that was Kiryu, right?
A fake name? Nah. All right, no siree.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure told I was using a fake name. That was Yakuza. Did you forget all about that? He seems like a bad boss.
Okay, then. Why don't you settle down and hear me out? Taichi Suzuki was a fake name. His real name was Kazuma Kiryu, a Yakuza from the Tojo clan, known as the Dragon of Dojima.
What?
You're talking about the same Suzuki-san?
It's gotta be a lie. He could've... Suzuki I knew could've earned a fucking fly.
Suzuki-san I know and the Suzuki-san you know are two different people?
Fine then. So that's how you want to play. Then explain this. Take a good look at this photo. This guy looks real familiar, doesn't he? Perhaps you've seen this on TV before. You're looking at Kazuma Kiryu. Shortly after this footage aired, he was sent to prison, then lost his life in Hiroshima.
Frankly, that don't sound like the Suzuki.
Well, that don't sound like Suzuki.
What? Really?
Guess I should have looked into your story more carefully before coming all the way out here. If I had known we were talking about two different people, I wouldn't have let you pay for my whole trip.
Now hold on, sir. What's with the act?
Huh?
We both know for a fact that Kiryu went by Suzuki in Kyushu. So why are you pretending you don't know him?
Well, I ain't pretending. There was just a little mix-up. Sorry, my mistake. I'll even pay for my own drinks, too. Take care now.
No, wait. Please.
I think we're done here. Besides, I ought to get going. Let go!
What has gotten into you?
Nothing. You're just being a bother.
Wait, please. Hey, stop right there, sir.
What is going on now?
What's going on?
I don't know.
Judging by the way you wanted to run from me, I think I get what's going on.
Huh? What about?
You probably did come here to talk about Taichi Suzuki, and maybe squeeze in some sightseeing on the side. But with how you're acting, I'm guessing you saw this recently.
Oh, that's,
Your plans changed when this video started going around. Suddenly, rumors that Kazuma Kiryu is still alive and kicking spread
all of the Zoomers, Nick.
Supposed death. Word got to you too, didn't it? Right after you agreed to meet with me here.
I don't know a thing about that.
What's going on?
If Kazuma Kiryu really is alive and in hiding, then you wouldn't want to tip off the police. Even a minor detail about his past runs the risk of endangering him. Long story short, you don't want to sell your friend out to the police. But after coming all the way to Yokohama, it looked just as suspicious to cancel our meeting.
I mean...
It all makes sense now. That's why you're trying to act like you don't know Kazuma Kiryu.
You got the wrong idea. That's completely off.
Where you're coming from, you probably aren't too sure if I really am Kiryu's friend. In that case, it'd be best for you to say I've got the wrong guy. Keep mum and leave your seat. Chief Nakajima, this has all been one huge misunderstanding.
Huh?
Neither Tokyo PD nor the Fukuoka police knew that Kiryu had been employed at Nagasu Taxi. Have you ever gotten a call from the police asking after him? I'm positive you haven't, because I'm the only one who knows about your connection to Kiryu. After all, I heard all of this from the man himself. In fact, he even told me about the first time you two met. He helped out a woman who was being harassed, but let himself get beat up in the process. At the time, he had nowhere to go since he had to cover up his history with the Yakuza. He nearly gave up on life. That's when you entered the picture. You took him on and hired him as a taxi driver.
Now, that guy looks a lot like Kiryu with just a little gray hair instead. If he just made his hair black, that'd be Kiryu right there. That's a weird one.
I heard all of this straight from the horse's mouth. I may not know what's going on in his head, but I consider him my best friend.
Date-san.
Well, that sure explains a whole lot. Guess it can't hurt to trust you then.
How about we turn back the clock? Start fresh, take it from the top.
Works for me.
I don't know why, like, these, like, thoughts sometimes are going by so fast. The other ones are nowhere near that fast.
It's like you barely. It's enough time to like read them in your head, but not enough time at all to like
voice it. Yeah.
All his old co-workers were pretty shaken up.
Look at this low quality, superimposed Kiryu.
I never thought he'd be the legendary Yakuza. Also, just between us, a lot of my employees are hiding scars because of something or other in the past. Same goes for me, too. So I was never, ever gonna rat out Kiryu-san to the police. But the moment I told myself that, news got out about Kazuma Kiryu dying somewhere in Hiroshima.
That must have been shocking.
Of course it was. But now, what the
Was
heck
it though?
was
I
that
mean,
video? I can't make heads or tails of nothing no more. You know something, don't you, Date-san? Is Kazuma Kiryu... Is Suzuki-san still alive? Please, Date-san?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be right if I just lied to your face after unraveling all that.
I don't understand, like, Kiryu's commitment to, like, I will still pretend I'm dead and not let any of my friends know I'm still alive. When, like, there's the video of me going alive, the Daidoji faction is, like, actively dying to Bryce. I'm dying in, like, a month.
No tact, no skill at lying, and a good man.
This coming from you, you're just as bad at lying.
You got me there.
After getting to know you, Chief, I think I get why he wanted me to pass on a message.
Huh?
When the two of you first met, he had just drifted all the way to Kyushu in order to protect his loved ones from his own past. That was the lowest point in Kiryu's life. In a place with no one he knew, with no one to turn to, with no one to talk to or depend on, until you showed up and lent him the hand he needed.
Mm-hmm.
Words can't describe how indebted he feels to you. Still does, to this day.
Ha, that's so. And I got something to say to him, too.
And what's that?
The last time I saw Suzuki-san, I left him with these words. You're part of the family now, Suzuki-san.
Part of the family, kid.
Back to us, no matter what. I still stand by those words today. So if you ever find yourself in trouble, you'll always have a home with us. I'll be waiting for you back in Kyushu. So just remember, you're never alone. Think you could tell him all that from me, Date-san?
Why is this random
somehow
guy?
I think he already knows while like conspicuously looking over at you.
Why did this random guy in the club just start break down crying when I said that? That's weird.
Thanks again, Date-san. Got to wrap up some unfinished.
I think I have like one or two more times he's gonna call us before we can.
Appreciated him.
Jesus.
There's nothing more I can do now.
Come on, don't be like that.
All right, that reminds me. You said I was your best friend?
No, I mean, I was just trying to, well, you know, earn the Chief's trust. I had to.
Your words really cut me to the core. They were comforting in a way, especially in these times. Could you not take back what you said?
Yeah, of course. Hey, you want to hug it out?
You want to hug it out?
I'm not drunk enough for that.
Yeah, figured.
Yeah, because I still have two more, and the last one doesn't unlock until chapter 12.
Jesus.
Alright, I should probably just like run around in circles here until he calls me. I can check it here real quick. Miraculous life links. Wait for call from Dante. And then 2 and tap jump 12. Okay. Shimmy. I shimmy. Item. Don't be like, I have to walk far enough away.
I'm fine.
There it is. Hi, Dante. Hey, Kiri, you think about?
Dante here, Kiri.
Sure it's something.
Dante here.
You see,
Sayama?
Oh, wait. Oh, there's actually shit here.
the one and
Now, why were you skipping it?
gave me a call not too long ago.
Well, because it was the same fucking thing every time of, hey, it's Dante here. Come to fucking whatchamacallit, we're gonna go.
It was different. You change where you wanted you to go.
Right? Least you could do is see how she's doing.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry for dumping this on you. I didn't know till just now either. So, mind cutting me some slack?
Actually, I appreciate
Yes.
See you later.
And this is also there, yeah. Alright, Sayama. Who was Sayama? Hey, Dante.
Oh, good to see you, Kiryu. Are you set? I'd like to take you somewhere.
Yeah.
I assume you're ready to...
I'm prepared.
Take me!
And let's get going. When was the last time you saw Sayama, anyway?
When I moved to Okinawa, so that'd be a little over 15 years now. We first met in 2006. To think it's been 17 years. Kaoru Sayama, a former detective in the Osaka Police, and the ace of Division 4, the Anti-Yakuza Task Force. We partnered together for a certain incident regarding the Tojo clan. And then...
Why are these, like, thoughts voiced?
Ticking down.
Yeah.
I decided to...
Oh, the cop lady!
This incredible woman.
The cop lady!
15 years? I haven't seen her for a while either.
That's who she was.
As long as that. Earlier, she said she's here on business. Asked me if I wanted to catch up and all. I'm something of a big shot at work, you know.
Is she one that, like, died?
Big talk.
That Kira's in love with, or is that a different lady?
It was the cop lady that Kiryu, like, did love, and then just, like, the next game, they were like, nothing came of the relationship, and that was that.
Better play it safe.
I don't know. There's also a chance she's forgotten all about me.
I mean, like, probably for the best. She would definitely have died in that game if they tried to continue it.
Use them during investigations, but I'll loan these to you. That way, you can listen in on the conversation, and I'll be able to hear what you have to say too. Come on, let's get moving.
She hasn't changed one bit.
You look busy, as usual. How long are you here for?
I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow.
Man, she has not aged at all.
She is not.
She would be, like, 50-something right now.
Best you spend time with family while you can.
That's certainly true. But still, it's been a long time. About 6-7 years or so, right? The last time we spoke was when you called me about Kazuma's passing, I believe.
Right. Sorry for dropping that bombshell back then.
It's fine. I'm sure I would have heard about it sooner or later. After all, he was quite infamous among the police.
No kidding. His name always popped up whenever something big happened. You got any guys that buy into the whole Kazuma Kiryu hidden mastermind conspiracy?
We do, yes.
Well, they released a video with proof of him alive, so.
He's been pulling the strings behind society as we speak.
Behind society. Kiryu is the Illuminati.
He's the Illuminati.
Well, guess that means his legacy was that impactful. Can't blame folks for making him
Illuminati,
some
dun
legend,
dun.
especially if they never knew him.
I suppose so. But to think he's gone, even now, I still can't fathom it. How can someone as tough as him just die? How? When I've seen him cheat death.
That's a good question. She was there when he and the other guy shot each other like 18 times and then proceeded to fist fight.
Still married to
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Heard you transferred to the juvenile division. That was news to me.
Shocking, right? Some career path.
But you requested a transfer, right? There a reason for that?
There is actually. It's all because of the dissolution.
The Great Dissolution?
Yeah. Remember how Daigo Dojima and other big names started a security company after all that went down? It was a haven for former Yakuza.
Right.
I figured if Kazuma were still alive, he would have lent them a hand. That man is practically the icon of the old Yakuza and all. I'm sure he would have taken it upon himself to clean up.
I enjoy how Kiryu's like disguise is like shades and now it's a hat.
I could work on prevention. At least that's what I thought.
Yeah.
In other words, you're trying to prevent kids from becoming petty criminals or joining the Yakuza. Hence the transfer.
Right you are. It's tougher than I thought, but it's rewarding work.
And that way you could feel connected to Kiryu.
That's one way to put it. If I wanted to sound cool, that is. But yeah, that's why I'm bent on pursuing my new dreams. And that's why I want to keep doing what I can. But maybe a part of me is still waiting for him. Aren't I just so faithful?
Sayama, look, the truth is...
Don't, Date-san. It's fine.
Something wrong?
No, you're just way too good for him.
Thanks for that, Date-san. Seems I was a luckier man than I thought.
Seriously, you're telling me. You sure you don't want to tell her anything?
I'm sure. As long as she's got a dream to chase. She's better off without me around.
That's the hardest pill to swallow. But you know what, Kiryu?
What?
You should live how you want to. If there's a woman you love, you hold on to her. Never let go. I'm getting jealous just looking at you.
I guess you'd know best, considering you've gone through a divorce before.
What? Low blow, man.
Sorry, it was just a joke. Thanks, Date-san.
A real heartbreaker, aren't you? But I meant it. Yeah, every word. Just do what you want to do. You've got tons of folks on your side, supporting you. And don't you forget that.
I won't.
That one is a lot less funny than all the other ones were so far.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
She has a bat!
Alright.
we gotta see what she does.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna blow through so much money because they're funny and they're really expensive.
I mean...
Okay,
It's definitely gonna be overtly sexual in some way.
It's definitely gonna be.
To be fair, though, it's equal opportunity because the host's one was also definitely overtly
The
sexual.
host one was so funny. Like that was bad.
So you got here quick. Should have known you two.
Look, my boys. So one of them is gonna go join Ichiban, and one's gonna save Kiryu.
Won't even get to pick which. Probably not.
It's been so long.
I want to say it's gonna be him, Punch Guy. He's gonna be the one who joins Ichiban.
Hello there. Taichi Suzuki-san.
Oh, that's right. Isn't this the guy that like he was in the arcade and you like beat him up a bunch of times until he just fucking was like, fuck it, whatever, just stop bothering me.
No, he's the head of the Chinese mafia, or at least was.
Okay.
And then he gave it to other girl whose name I forget.
Okay.
Guess that saves us some time.
Oh yeah, I guess that guy was from the fucking other. That was from Judgment.
That was from Judgment.
I call him up every now and again to keep me informed on Ijincho's latest and greatest. They're still in the trial phase, of course.
That guy's from Judgment, though. That guy is the orange-haired guy. That's the mask guy.
On that note, looks like your detective doesn't recognize our man Kiryu-san.
Well, ignorance is bliss.
Remember him, Nick?
Yeah.
His entire plot line. Took off the mask. I still don't know who you are.
I'll admit. Depending on how deep he's in with Ebina, we may want to rethink our approach.
The Seiryu clan's been similarly hard to read after Takabe, their next chairman, went to prison. But hearing this puts a lot into perspective.
Yeah? How so?
It goes back to Takabe's arrest. He was suspected of handing his men illegal firearms. Apparently there was a rat, and now it's
There's a rat.
More like Ebina.
Why?
I heard a Seiryu clan informant leaked the details that led to Takabe's arrest. Now, if Ebina was truly after a second great dissolution, he wouldn't need his superior out of the picture. So at the time, we never pinned him as the traitor. However, if the dissolution is merely a ruse, and his true goal was to take the reins of the Seiryu clan, then it's all but certain that Takabe's arrest is his doing.
Is it possible he wanted to split up the Yakuza, but then change his mind after swearing up himself?
Or maybe he joined the Seiryu clan intending to take over from the start. And to do that, he even sacrificed his career with the police.
Why do all that, though?
That's what I'd like to know.
Actually, if Sawashiro's always sticking around Ebina, I bet he'd have some clue.
Yeah. Assuming he's not on board with Ebina's plans like Kasuga says.
Well, Sunny already knows how to contact the guy. Let's just dial him up and see if he'll talk. Long as Ebina's not breathing down his neck.
Hey.
What's up?
What are you ready to call Sawashiro? I mean, like, what can I can't talk to these guys. Like, what do you mean? Am I ready to do it? Can I karaoke?
Well,
To be frank, all right. I guess there's a conversation.
I lost another friend.
I see. You ever a drink?
That's all right. I've got some business to take care of anyhow.
Perhaps that's the right call. Nevertheless, a strong drink does the heart good now and then. Eh! Come on back, Redemptor. At least I can just buy you around.
Thanks. I'll do that.
I'm pretty sure he's fake dad. If you remember, like, that bit where he was the lieutenant for the dad's clan. Just 'cause
Yeah.
I remember the scar, and I remember that bit because every time I would go fake dad every time he came on screen. Okay, well I don't really know like what the point of like, are you ready to go?
What's up?
But this part's not me voice acting for some reason.
Sawashiro speaking.
Ah,
It's Kiryu. We need to talk.
Kiryu-san,
Where are you right now? Your boss there with you?
before we get lost in the weeds, care to tell me what this is about?
I just want to have a conversation. Somewhere Ebina isn't around.
Well, that's unfortunate. Things are rather busy on my end. As you may be aware, I've got my hands full training our men for Hawaii.
You're nothing but a talking head to those men. And your hands are full doing what exactly? wiping Ebina's ass?
Cute. If it was Ichi who said that, I'd have slit his throat right now.
Then maybe you should say that to my face. Or are you too much of a coward?
I'm at the Seiryu clan warehouse at the docks. Nanba should know how to get there.
Hi, Nanba.
Ebina won't be there listening?
No. But it won't be a private meeting. We've got men posted up at every corner. And I doubt they'll appreciate intruders, so don't go expecting a warm welcome.
Fair enough.
Well, if you're that dead set on it, I won't bother talking you down. Best of luck.
So, how should we take that exactly? If we go see Sawashiro, we'll be facing down enemies left and right.
Yep, sure sounded like it.
If you ask me, I think Sawashiro wanted to meet us.
Yeah?
Just think about it. If he wasn't interested, he never would have given his location or the warning at the end. In fact, it's almost like he was sending an SOS.
Wait a sec. So does this mean he's actually on our side?
Well, hell, let's get our asses over to him then.
However, there's a chance we're playing right into his hand. Meaning once we set foot into that warehouse, we'll have to go through hordes of Yakuza only to find Ebina waiting.
Then how do we know whether Sawashiro's lying or not?
Only way to know for sure is to pay him a visit.
As risky as it sounds, I guess we don't have much choice.
Guess not.
Okay, then why don't I lend you a hand?
Huh?
Huh? What? I'm not invited?
No, we could use your help, if it's all right.
You think I'd rather chill here and let Sunhee hog all the fun?
No, but think about it. If you two make a big scene, it could disturb what little piece hangs in the balance.
That's why we have you to keep the scales from tipping.
You make it sound so simple.
I won't deny that we could use an extra ally. But given your position, won't it cause problems for you to start a fight with the Seiryu clan?
Hey, there are problems in Ijincho as it is. And we've got the Seiryu themselves to thank. And it's them who started this shit. So I say, we shove some back in their faces. Besides, if I let my position hold me back, what kind of lame-ass friend would I be? That isn't stopping you.
All I remember is, like, all of his abilities were actually just gun.
Ain't spoken out of turn there.
Like, everyone else in the group was like, haha, funny, hee hee. And he was just like, I pulled out a machine gun and started blasting.
I suppose. I won't welcome him with open arms or anything, but maybe a pat on the head will do.
Sheesh. What do I gotta do to get on your good side? It's all good. Let's get out there and kick some ass together.
Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, we get Zhao, and then Ichiban gets Korean assassin guy whose name I forget.
And they must be like the fist character.
Yeah.
We're basically unstoppable, right?
Must be nice, having all the fun to yourself.
Poor assassin guy. He's like, I want to go beat people up. Why can't I go beat people up? Here you sound. Let's take a taxi to Seiryu Clan Warehouse. I know how to get there.
Alright. You know, so Zhao didn't just join up us. Did just join up with us again. We sure we want to jump in like that?
Don't worry, Psycho. I'm replacing you, Zhao. I don't need a healer.
Maybe if we do a little training just to be safe. Probably a good idea in the long run. Is this the game telling you that you've hit the fucking wall and you're gonna have to grind?
We'll find out. Yeah, probably. Never know what's waiting for us.
Alright then. I got just the thing.
I swear to God, if they did do this again, we're like, here's the grinding arena. If you don't use it, you're fucked.
What's that? Recently, a building under construction here in Jincho caught fire. Once it was put out, they basically left the place to rot. These days, there's talk of some strange group holed up inside. Supposedly, it's now their hideout.
You want to be shy or do you want me to be?
Fuck, I'll voice, like, basically this entire group, whatever.
Yeah. I voiced Nanma.
I said basically. Brand new gang to the scene. Well then, can't imagine you're just gonna ignore them, huh?
I was wondering if you're actually gonna try to do a Chinese accent or not.
No. No. Exactly. I want to investigate, figure out who they are, and get rid of them if need be. Right. But what better way to sharpen our skills? Not only that, but it'll save you the trouble too. Win-win as far as I'm concerned.
Got it.
Got it.
Thank you.
So let's check this place out. Where can we find it? West of Carriage Highway. I've sent one of my officers there already. He can fill us in. I'm waiting for the cutscene. We'll want to be prepared before I head down to Saber Clan Warehouse. The abandoned building west of Carriage Highway might be good practice. But I'm waiting for the cutscene where half the characters are voiced and half aren't.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna go get water.
Okay. Psycho, lose all your shit. Do you have a button to just get rid of? Huh, I really don't have a better saber. Okay, so first off, what the fuck do you do, Zhao? Just a lot of damage. Fair enough. Fucking, what was it? Party jobs. Gangster is his job. He's good at everything but willpower. Alright. Very high base damage. Okay. Fucking Chef Zhao. Okay, so now we have... Do we have conversations with Zhao? Oh, we do have conversations with Zhao. Alright, let's go fucking become Zhao's best friend. And then go train.
Can you still do the back hip circle?
Huh? Why are you calling me out?
Just looking at the high bars. They say you can't do it after a certain age.
I can still do it. The giant swing, too.
You're a freak of nature, though. You belong in an acrobatics troupe.
I could still do it too. I'm pretty good at gymnastics.
Really? Can we get a demonstration?
Definitely not in this skirt.
What's this? Do I detect a harassment case?
What? No, I was just curious if she could.
I'm kidding. Just an old habit from managing personnel.
Is that what you call it?
Times we live in.
What did Psycho say she could do?
She said she can do, like, a thing with the high bar or something. And, so Zhao said he can do it. Namba said, wow, that's what's wild, you can do it. And then Psycho said, I can also do it. And then Namba said, oh, can you show us? And she said, not in this skirt. And then...
Oh.
Kiryu-san, this for me? Quite the gesture.
Alright, Zhao, tell us your fucking story.
Oh, these frames are sweet.
How are they any different from the ones you already have?
The difference is slight. But yeah, they are the same style. I guess I like to stick to a type. I've got around 20 pairs of these same glasses back home.
I feel like Zhao is meant to be just a slightly less insane Majima.
Right? I knew you'd get me.
Things are going well.
He tends to keep to only one style. This is the only thing I wear. Leather jacket and shades. Come, Zhao, we must learn more about you. Truly, Nick, Yakuza is the game where we can do a 2.5-hour stream and it be nothing but cutscenes.
Yeah.
I could do with a visit to the sauna.
Oh, everyone could. I go all the time myself.
You know, I've never really been. I keep hearing about this sauna refresh thing lately, though. Have you given that a try?
Sauna refresh?
That thing where you cycle between a sauna and a cold bath. Yeah, they say it makes you feel nice and lightheaded.
Sounds interesting.
Extreme temperature changes can make you sick, though.
What if we worked up a real hot sweat from fighting, then jumped into the river to cool? Would that be a refresh?
That would be revolting.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant at all.
Hey, you know what? Forget it. Shame on me for trying to save a few bucks.
I'm a millionaire.
Jump in that river and you'll have a lot more than shame on you.
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? Oh, they're so rich and creamy these
Where am I running to now?
days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Why is that yellow?
I just can't stand to lose.
I can't stand to lose.
Store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Kasuga-kun.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
All right.
Good old photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
Okay.
Not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more
Yo, Nick, it's not the same as the other Yakuza, where, like, if you walked on the bikes, they just fucking explode.
Yeah.
But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid,
Game had to support,
When you put it that way.
you know, the brawling, where getting stuck on bikes and seeing you would suck.
if you feel like you've broadened
Yeah.
your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
What's this place? Oh, it's an arcade.
It's worth a shot.
Things are going well.
Passing by this arcade always brings
Gotcha Adventures of Zhao.
Something bad happen here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plans? Guess they'll turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'll pull again just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging me. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly from pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats.
Spruce.
All right.
He's addicted to gotcha, Nick. Hashtag relatable.
At pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I stopped by. Maybe I'll go poke my head.
Where's the shop? There it is. Okay. I do not have like the best weapon for his class.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house originally. But once it got cleaned up, turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop there.
So the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
Things are going well.
Okay.
They're rebooting lots of
There's so
anime
many of
when I was
these.
a kid.
Yeah, I noticed that actually. I like when they bring back stuff I wasn't into originally.
So it's new to you, but still feels nostalgic? Yeah.
course, now when they recast all the big sister types, I realize all the new actresses are younger than me now.
Huh. Self-pity train pulling into station.
It's just strange, being older than a girl you looked up to.
Well, I just think of it from the protagonist perspective. A big sister is someone you can always look up to, no matter your age.
Well said, Psycho. Namba, you should listen to her.
Yeah. Why does it feel like I struck a nerve there?
At a UFO or... No, just a plane.
Fuck it. Is that a UFO? Nah, just a plane.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to meet an alien?
You have questions for them or something?
Oh.
Ichiban met a ghost.
What are you into?
I dislike how that's never brought up. That Ichiban did just meet a whole ass ghost.
Just what to say. But I guess those questions should be prepped in advance.
I mean, it might be brought up at some point.
Definitely not something you'd find on my bucket list.
Oh well.
Humor me a little.
You sew Chinese sword?
Me? How about, what do you do on your days off?
Great
Really
question.
is a blind date.
All right.
Get abducted by aliens. What do you guys do on your days off? Akui does. Saber for Zhao.
There's a sharpness to your fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Oh, big honor coming from you.
Should I open it? It opened.
This is gonna interrupt the dialogue, isn't it? I guess not.
Talked about this before. There's a sharpness to your fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Oh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it.
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick, reflexive movements, and as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms.
I really like Nick looking at the HP like differences.
Your wrist is key. So I
Yeah.
guess it should help in my fighting too.
To think it all stems.
Secure, just like, don't they all have the underwear though?
Well, the armor doesn't like affect the health.
Things are going.
Ah.
Should I open
Affects the armor.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, like, in some games, better armor means you get more health.
Convenience
Nope.
store employees have.
Oh, there's two here? Okay, that's annoying.
Seems like hard work.
Besides manning the register, they've got to process utility bills, issue show tickets.
The more services the store offers, the more skills the workers need. If I were in their position, I bet I'd be really grateful for self-checkout.
Yeah, that probably lightens the workload a bit.
I had to ask an employee for help when I tried to use the self-checkout.
Oh, me too. Those things are tricky.
I suppose the customer needs new skills as well.
And then
You ever
Zhao.
notice, Kiryu-san, how much swag
Swag.
manga magazines have nowadays?
Swag?
Little bonuses, man. Microscopes, mini
Bonuses, man.
Some even
He talks like a stoner.
Really? You can get all that in a magazine?
That's right. You build the gadgets yourself, and they're typically well designed.
Huh. That's new. When I was a kid, all we got were playing cards. Am I to take it you still read manga?
Nah. One of my regulars brought his kid in, and I noticed.
I know it's fine. It's weird to imagine Kiryu reading manga.
Helping him out while
Yeah.
Dad was munching away.
What a nice family atmosphere. All right.
It's like roughly equivalent of like an Italian mob boss in like America reading like The Flash or something.
Yeah. Just like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just
Oh, you mean
odd.
Hold'em? It just got built.
M. Hold'em.
Seems like you can play poker here, solo or with
Yeah.
friends. Huh, it even serves food. Maybe we should all go.
Nah. I don't like card games normally. I especially don't like card games and fucking video games.
Yeah.
Might be time to buy some new threads. You mind making a stop if I see a nice place.
Not at all. You have a particular brand in mind?
It's not that I don't, but I tend to go for whatever randomly piques my interest. Kinda why I can't stand shopping online.
True. Ordering online can be a crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. I suck at it. I always end up with stuff that's not quite what I imagine. And returns are a hassle.
Wasn't, like, one of your points, like, you only stick to one style and you never change your style?
Not bad, considering your fashion sense.
Not bad at all, right? Talk about employee benefits.
That's one way to put it. Things are going well.
It's kind of entertaining to me, Nick, how, like, literally everyone in the party, in both Ichiban and Kiryu's, they all suck at the internet.
Yeah.
What? Gotta go into the, whatever the stores. Gigo. What is Gigo? Oh, it's an arcade.
They got Virtua Fighter.
Fishing game.
Fighting game, John?
Every one of these arcades is on Virtua Fighter.
Yeah? Must have been
It's like Sega owns so like they could easily just like put like just like Sonic in here.
Yeah, Sega Bass Fishing.
But arcade skates are a whole different beast.
Or like Super Monkey Ball. They don't even have to. It doesn't have to be the full game if they're afraid people aren't going to like. I don't know, like buy like the Capcom or whatever Sega collection, you know, that has all the stuff on it.
Yeah.
They could just have like the first like 10 levels of Monkey Ball as an arcade game.
Oh, hey, I need to stop off.
They wouldn't. I'm sure they wouldn't allow it. But imagine if they had like Monkey Ball or like Street Fighter or something type games, and like you beat it, and then when you beat it, they're like, "Here's a 10% off code for Steam to buy the game."
Yeah, they never do that, but I was imagining that they have the newest Monkey Ball game that has Kiryu as a character in it.
Yeah.
In you know in the arcade here, and so they play like, Kiryu, is that you?
Floors of my shop squeaky. No way I'm wasting precious food
I'm
over
like-
something dumb like tripping up.
Never would have
Well,
guessed you'd be the one.
tempted to get that game eventually, because I remember playing Monkey Ball and having fun, but I was never like good enough at it.
I'd love to see you do your acrobatics.
Nor was I.
Things are going well.
The little bit I did of Monkey Ball was the whole changing when I would go forward by like a half of a second, and just, you know, until I got like the one that just went straight in without having to play any of the mechanics.
Yeah.
The stream is really laggy. That's
I
annoying.
feel like someone else might need these lucky leaves more than me right now.
Especially when like my preview says it's going at fine. Oh, my software's lagging.
Sure,
Ooh.
I believe you. All right.
We might need just call it here then. Oh, wait,
You've really gotten to
maybe not. It's good now. Oh, my god. I think I need to save up money and upgrade my graphics card and CPU.
Yeah, I was pretty much waiting until like the next generation of GPU probably to upgrade, because like it's barely holding on now. Like it works for a lot of games I want to play. I mean, that's not to worry.
Yeah. No, I think I'll have to. But it's starting to get to the point where like most of the games that come out now, I need to lower the settings like low.
They do. I
And it's almost exclusive to the stream because, like, you know, what I'm seeing is fine. It's just like the stream has issues.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
For example, check
And I'm not really sure which one would help more with that, you know?
Or see, the Daikon are hefty, but don't have too many pores. Stuff like that.
I get it. Makes sense you'd notice that as a chef.
I admit, I meticulously
Jump
evaluate all my
the railing.
orders, but they're used to me here.
I bet any shop would feel honored to serve such a passionate customer.
That's not sarcasm, is it?
Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper.
Our bond is deeper. Oh. Alright, we're almost ready for, like, Zhao to have, like, open his heart to us in a really weird first-person cutscene.
This is peak performance, baby.
You okay over there, Zhao? It's kind of a weird thing to say while you're running. That's peak performance, baby. Or you should have fast traveled. Or use the, fucking Segway.
But sprinting.
Oh, hold on, before we go, we gotta see what Cop Lady is. Because I don't know how much, I don't know what we're gonna be able to do, how much more we'll be able to do, depending on everything else. Block! I forgot that Kiryu's stance is if he perfect blocks something he... I hit the wrong button. Well.
That's just a one button thing, damn.
Playing ends today. Looks like one more run and I'll have enough gems to get all the items I wanted.
Didn't know you were so addicted to that gotcha crap.
I don't know much about mobile games, but if you're almost there, why not?
Yeah? Well then, if y'all don't mind.
Q steps out into traffic.
What are you doing?
He's playing a gotcha game. Because he's almost got the stuff he needs.
Your parents would tell you it was time to stop, but you'd shout at them, I need to get to the next save point.
Oh, yeah. They'd think I was lying just to play more.
Anyway, pretty sure I must have looked back then, just like Xiao does now. Funny to think about.
It's not the same.
It's not
No,
the same.
Totally the same.
You're just a less crazy Majima.
You know,
Alright, Nick, this tea talk.
I've gotten really into green tea lately.
I enjoy a good cup of tea. And I notice a lot of desserts are green tea flavored these days.
Right? But I'm in it for the process, not so much the flavor. Somehow, I just love making it.
That's a pretty refined hobby.
Sure, it was tough starting out. My tea would be all icky and lumpy like snot. Now I make a mean...
How did you fuck up tea so bad it turned into snot?
See, initially I just wanted something to go with my tea cakes. But these days, all I really care about is the arts of tea. And honing my brewing technique.
Sounds like the journey replaced the
Brewing
destination.
technique.
But isn't that how it goes? All right. I've really gotten to know them.
I've really got to know him.
Alright, you gotta find out their combat.
What are you muttering to your phone about?
Oh, it's a crossword app.
He does so many apps while we're running.
First magazines and newspapers. Now there are crossword apps.
They're pretty fun. Educational, too. Oh, gotta be ramen.
What's the price?
Ramen.
Let's see, a year's supply of bean sprouts.
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole year.
Yeah, no way. So if I win, I'll have to hold a bean sprout bonanza at my restaurant. And I'm sure I can rely on old Kiryu-san to help finish him off.
they have given away something more useless. Things are going well.
His favorite pastime was crossword puzzles, not the gacha games?
Can't wait till we find out about his mortal enemy.
You're shitting.
Zhao infuriated, Nick. We're about to find out, I think.
Something up?
There's this wok made by a famous craftsman that just got released today. I wanted to try it out, so I was really gunning for it. There were limited quantities, and they have all been snatched up already.
Damn it.
It was in high demand.
Well, yeah, they're popular. But I bet it's only sold
I,
out because it's
walks are so simple. I don't see how like one by a famous craftsman would really make that big of a difference.
I see.
I don't know, it's like Beats by Dre or something, I guess.
bastards aren't even gonna use what they bought. Really pisses me off.
Scalpers.
Scalpers.
I'm gonna deep fry their ass.
Not sure anyone wants that on the menu. All right.
Immortal enemy, scalpers. Scalpers. I hate those guys. You let me call in my cop friend.
You up for a trip?
Bring it on.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
She is also 2000. Alright, so I have 2 instant kill moves. My money!
Wait, how much? It's
10 million.
Jesus.
Alright.
How much damage does it do to everyone?
2,000.
Damn.
Delivery.
My money.
I'll book you on 5 counts of obstruction.
That poor guy.
Jesus.
This one's gonna hurt. Alright.
Honestly, a lot less sexual than I thought that they'd go for.
Yeah.
It was just like normal.
Okay, so I gotta go see them. Can I do Xiao's thing? I don't know what arcade you want to go to. I don't see any icons either. Does it say? Tasks. Better go to Honolulu. Bonds, talk to Nambut, survive. Talk to Sayani, talk to Zhao. Head to Sasuke Arcade in the evening. Is this not... I guess this is night, not evening. Alright, let's go.
It's too late.
What?
It's too late. You gotta wait till tomorrow. For tomorrow evening.
Alright, let's go see everybody's dialogues, and then we will call it. And then we'll have our 2-hour stream of like basically nothing but cutscenes, because Yakuza!
You must be tired.
But surprisingly, almost all of them have been fucking voice acted.
Yeah.
Hi, Nanba. We basically watched a movie.
Hey, Namba.
We basically did.
I don't know what to do.
Honestly, I've had worse reactions to my face.
Okay, remember everything going on? Yeah, the guy stalking Miyabi-chan in my old workplace, the bigwig.
Sure.
Yeah.
What about him?
He's here in Ijincho, out drinking with some henchmen apparently. Just now, Miyabi-chan called me to let me know. She warned me not to run into him. The thing is, this son of a bitch cost me my job. And he keeps antagonizing Miyabi-chan.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking maybe this is my chance to finally say something to him.
That's all you want to do? You seem like you're ready for a brawl.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's just... Kiryu-san, when I saw your face, I knew I couldn't put this off any longer.
Hey, don't make my face your excuse here.
Yeah, I know. It's my decision to go out there. There's too much I need to get off my chest. No turning back this time.
How much have you had? You seem a little tipsy.
Okay. Let's make some magic, Kiryu-san. Follow me into battle.
Okay.
Wait, this isn't like you, Namba.
I'm still gonna go.
He's supposed to be somewhere right around here.
Damn it, how'd you not like this?
Hey, Kiryu-san. Eyes open for that guy's harasser-ass face.
You need to take it easy. Is that good old Nanba standing in my way?
Oh, now that's a lucky break. Finally found you, you dirty swine.
What now? Little grunt. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? You should be bowing.
Why should I bow to you? It's not like I'm your employee anymore, right? I've been laid the hell off. So right now, we're just two grown men. And you're the one in my way.
In my way.
You did get fired. Hey, you guys know about him? Good old Namba here got busted for stealing meds as a nurse.
That's an old story, and not like it sounds. But you're still the creep who harasses his secretaries. You're the one who had me fired, weren't you? Miyabi-chan and I were friends, and you couldn't stand to see it, right?
Yeah? So what? That it? Is that why you're so upset with me? Losing your 9 to 5?
It's not just that. Miyabi-chan lost her first job as a secretary because of you.
Guilty as charged. Oh, are you here to avenge her? Well, throw down, little man. Come get some.
The hell'd you say?
Don't let him make you throw the first punch. He'll just use that as an excuse to gang up on you.
Your big old buddy here is pretty sharp. But you don't need his advice, do you, Nanba?
I can't believe we're gonna beat up, like, a corrupt CEO, maybe.
Yeah.
That's so. So, you admit it.
I was recording the whole thing.
Fired me on your own. It wasn't a company decision. That means Ichiban was never the reason. He's 100% innocent. He's blame-free.
Huh? What are you rambling about?
We did it, Kiryu-san. Ichiban wasn't at fault, just like I figured.
Nanba, don't tell me. Somebody explain what he's saying to me. Fuck that, actually. Talking is bullshit. I'm a man of...
We are gonna beat up a corrupt CEO. Cool. Guard. We gotta see beat up guy. And my other, like, fucking 10 million. Alright, fucking MMA man, come beat him up.
Delivery. Coming up. Let's go.
Wait, is this actually when we're working together? That's cool. But yeah, like I thought, it's just the cutscene that we No, I guess it's never mind. I mean, the host one was a lot funnier.
It was.
My money!
Man, if they let you use those during boss fights.
Wait a second. Hold on, please. What's gonna happen to me?
Hey, Mr. Grab-ass, sir. You leave Miyabi-chan alone, starting right now. All you do to her is give her a secretary job again. Obviously, not working underneath you, that is. You assign her to the most decent boss you have down there.
But I...
Oh,
Brother.
for some reason, maybe my friends and I should come find you again and again?
No, you got it. She's back to secretary work. Just please, don't hit me anymore.
Huh. That'll do. You should be honored.
Nanba.
This guy's fist is famous.
Ah, sheesh. Let's get out of here, alright? Crowd's gathering.
I still want to point out, Nick, at some point we're gonna be attacked by a Jaws-sized great white shark.
Kasuga's lucky to have a friend like you.
At some point!
You never realized. This whole time you weren't bitter about losing your job. You were worried that Kasuga might feel like he's to blame.
Yep. Ichiban's carrying so much guilt on his shoulders, thinking he got me fired. I had to be able to assure him that it was never his fault. All this time, Ichiban's been suffering needlessly, feeling like he owes me. I just wanted to relieve him of that burden.
But even if it had been because of the online thing, you never held it against him, did you?
Of course not. How could I have? He didn't do anything wrong.
I see.
One thing, though. I've been biting my tongue for weeks now, and it's been pretty exhausting. Because I really did love that job, you know? So after they fired me, I had to make sure not to mope about it near Ichiban, in case he took it to heart. And now, I'm so glad. I'm glad because Ichiban is just unhateable. I could never be mad at him. Not for any reason.
Nanba.
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling relieved.
Nanba, for tonight only, what do you say we have a real drink?
You're devious, Kiryu-san.
With what money, Nanba? You're not using my money.
Go top shelf. Bartender, give me your #1 best and most affordable offering.
Okay. He'll chain attack down enemies more often. Neat. All of Nanba's drink league can now have more costumes to choose. Neat. He's asleep. Alright, what's going on with, like, your fucking, gang? All I remember last is, like, she got called, like, 9 times by one of her members, and she's like, if it's important, they'll call again. It rings again. Ah!
Called. It's like Sana, fuck you. Sorry, whatever.
That's so fast for some reason.
Thanks for the report. I'll be there soon. You guys have to stand down. We won't come out of this unscathed, considering we're up against Hanchul Sa.
What's going on? You were just on the phone with a subordinate, right?
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I just finished my drink, so I'll be leaving now.
Wait, Sunhee. It sounded like you don't have enough hands on deck.
Psh, I'm the queen of Komi Jewel. I always have enough hands.
Suzuki-san.
Hey.
Rare for you to be stood up.
I doubt I even had a chance. Do you happen to know anything about what Sunhee is dealing with right now?
As much as it pains me to snitch, it seems that a hostile faction in Komi Jewel started an insurrection.
An insurrection?
About 10 of them, all led by Hanchul Sa, have been attacking one Liumang shop after another. It's likely they're aiming to start a war as quickly as they can to try and overthrow Sunhee-san.
Things have already escalated that far?
As the queen,
She needs to bring Komi Jewel under control herself before the Liu Mong retaliates.
Which Liu Mong spots are they hitting up? Do you know where they are?
I take it you intend on helping her?
Of course.
I understand how you feel. But you ought to know that Sun Hee-san can't accept an outsider's help. Unless she demonstrates authority and resolves this situation herself, the same thing will keep happening.
Please, time is of the essence. There's no way I could relax and knock back some drinks after hearing all that.
That's not the only problem, by the way. I've noticed she's been trying to act tougher than usual whenever she's around you. My guess is that she wants to look more put together in front of her hero. You should be more considerate. Take her feelings into account.
Now's not the time for that.
Oh, right. I do have something that could come in handy. Wear this, and you'll look like any other Komi Jewel. Sun Hee-san won't even bat an eye.
I'm pretty sure she'll fucking know.
Enough, Hanshul-sa! I have always thought of you as a hero. Why would you do this?
That's right. I am a hero. But should a hero be forced to spend the rest of his life under the thumb of a little girl?
I hear you.
Only a man of brute force, undeterred by bloodshed, can rule the underworld. Not a woman.
Only a man can rule the world. Brrr.
So that's Hanshul-sa.
Take a good look, Sun-Hee. Don't your underlings make for a pathetic sight? They actually thought they stood a chance against me. Arrogant greenhorns. There's no soldier worth his salt within the present-day Komi Jewel. I've spent my days wreaking carnage during the Tojo.
I feel bad for the guy like directly to her right. Like would he just face down, arms to the side?
What's so funny?
You, Hanshul-sa. You've got
Sa?
a
Really?
smile.
Okay.
Sounds like you're under the impression that you could beat me, if only by brute force.
Of course I can. But I'll let this slide, as long as you get on your knees and surrender. And swear to all of Ijincho that you're relinquishing your post.
The guy just face down, arms to the side.
That's all? Anything else?
Let's see. Ah, yes. Strip off your clothes when you kneel. Imagine the Queen of Komi Jewel surrendering while nude. Don't you know? The common man loves a good show. You were never one who served to please.
Huh. Good to hear.
Huh?
The proud warrior I once knew is dead to me now. And the lowly, boorish man I see here is nothing but a shell of his former self. Now I have no qualms meting out punishment as your leader.
Foolish girl. You only have a single underling left on your side. Give it up. You can't win.
Don't listen to him. I will win. Even if I have to fight alone.
Do you really think Kiryu would run? Like, honestly?
I cannot do that. Whatever you decide, I'll see it through to the end, Sun-Hee.
That voice.
Wait, do you really not know that's Kiryu?
Hanshul-sa is approaching, so please brace yourself for battle.
Really?
He did nothing with his hair or outfit. He just put on a mask.
Fucking okay.
I think I'll enjoy this. Let's do it.
I'll take you on.
In for the kill.
Yes, grenade. Alright, Nick, ready for something funny?
Yeah.
Ah! Da 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 da. Hold on, dash it back. Da 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 da. Anyway. That move is so funny.
How could I, the Hancho Sir, have lost?
Poor judgment, I'd say. That's just too bad. For you, I mean. Age has not been kind to you, You, Mong. I'll just hand you over to them so they can decide what to do with you.
Fun fact, I have like the head of Liu Mong in my group.
Unfortunately, that means I can't guarantee your life.
No, please. Wait, Sunny. I'm sorry. I was in the wrong.
In the underworld, you can't play ignorant and expect to get away with it. You were the one who taught me that.
It's so funny to me just how openly left the fucking Yakuza series is, Nick.
Yeah.
It's an honor to be of service to the Queen.
Like, he's not trying to change his voice. He hasn't changed literally anything about him except he's wearing a mask. Sadhi, what is your problem?
Fine. Go on ahead. Have you been drinking here ever since I left earlier? Kiryu-san, a long drinking session is...
How, Sanhi, how are you this stupid?
It's fine. I didn't drink that much.
Then I guess I'll take this seat. So... Did the bartender lend you that Komi Jewel mask?
What? No.
Ah, looks like I made you worry quite a bit. But if that's how you want it, I'll play along. Right, bartender? You got involved too, didn't you?
I'm afraid I'm just as in the dark as you are.
Sure, of course you are. God, neither of you open up about your past or your secrets very easily. You two are certainly veterans in that field.
How about a drink, Sunny? Just relax. Try not to give the bartender such a hard time.
You two might be the only ones alive who'd treat me like a child. Then again, perhaps that's why I'm rather fond of this bar. To good friends and good drinks. Cheers.
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 Cheers. Hey, I'm the bartender. I'm all here now.
What happened to that one trader in Komi Jewel? What was his name again? Hancho-sa?
You're still keeping up the act? Huh. Well, my lips are sealed. It's a Komi Jewel issue. Outsiders don't need to know. Okay, dealing with Kiryu-san is one thing, but why is the bartender smirking? That's poor customer service, you know.
Look at her, giving us the cold shoulder.
Yeah, she has a point. That won't fly in the service industry, bartender.
All right, you two.
Woo! Okay. Zhao's, I feel, are gonna be really funny since he's here just like, he is just chilling as a guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to go run my shop and serve noodles to people. That's all I want to do. I'm just here because fucking you want to know.
Ah, hey there, Kiryu-san.
Someone's been knocking him back. You know, I still haven't had a drink with you yet. Mind if I sit here?
Of course not. Be my guest. Some one-on-one time with Kiryu-san, huh? Kinda making me a little nervous here.
Then I guess you've already got a good buzz going. Been a while since you stepped down as a leader of the Liu Mong, hasn't it?
Yep. Now I'm just a regular old civilian. Trying to be one, at least.
Right. I imagine other people might not see it that way.
It It's been a solid 15 years since you quit the business, right? But people still call you Kiryu-san. The fourth chairman and the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah. There's no running from your past. Guess we're both struggling on that front.
But at least I've got it a bit easier than you. My name's only good round here in Ijincho.
Do you ever regret giving it all up? Your father passed you the mantle.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it though. He's just like, I just want to fucking cook noodles.
Ryumang was tearing itself apart from the inside out back then. Thanks to Ryo Aoki and the Omi Alliance. A good lot of them stabbed me in the back. Some of the old heads included. We had no choice but to rebuild from the ground up. Obviously, somebody has to take responsibility for all that. And, well, who else better than the guy up top? Since Komijo was literally going up in smoke too, Ijincho's entire gray zone was in danger. Having Sun-Hee take the wheel was the best choice, so no. I don't regret my decision.
I see.
By bringing the Ryumang and Komi-Jewel together, Sun-Hee managed to save a lot of lives. That had to be a ton of hard work. I can't possibly thank her enough for all she's done.
Guess that was a stupid question.
It's all good.
So it looks like we only have 2 to go off of. It looks like the end of the Drinklings are like fights of some variety. I wonder what his fight's gonna be.
That's right.
Just some guys who are trying to dine and dash.
Or just like scalpers.
The scalpers! I found one.
Alright then. You think it'd be cool if you came over to my place?
Your place?
I own a Chinese restaurant, see? An old little hole in the wall, but it's mine. Sometimes I cook the food myself. Scratch that. Not sometimes. I cook pretty much every day.
From the top of the Ryumang to the head of the kitchen.
I've always loved cooking. You'd catch me in the kitchen even during my Ryumang days. A lot of my guys like to eat whatever I whipped up to.
You ever consider that it was hard for them to tell the boss his food sucks?
Oh, so that's how you want to play. Guess now I've just gotta invite you to my restaurant then.
Must be nice to run a business doing what you love. Sounds pretty rewarding too.
Sure is. And I'd be more than happy to serve you up a meal anytime.
That's some confidence you've got there. I look forward to it. How about another round?
Fine by me. But you should take it easy. Wouldn't want you to keel over before you get a taste of my cooking.
Fine. Whatever you say. Barkeep.
Barkeep.
Hard to believe you're a sick man. Barkeep, hit me with another 2.
That's the spirit.
Tag team frying inferno. Okay. Oh, I need to look at. I need to see what Zhao's what his fucking essence moves sound like. Let's see. Essence of walk in a hard place, and essence of ladder acrobatics.
All right.
Fucking okay.
Hey, what's with the face?
Huh? Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. Something's been bugging me, actually.
That right?
Yep.
I feel like having rings that big on your fingers would be kind of uncomfortable.
I'm all ears.
Yeah.
Cause like small ones, sure, but like ones that are like nearly as big as like the spaces in between each joint, that feels like that'd just be uncomfortable.
Means they hit up my place, too.
Sounds like they rubbed you the wrong way.
Well, yeah. They wrote a bunch of crap about how the food sucks, how the employees are rude, how the place is a stinking mess. And it's not a one-time deal either. They've been writing about my place for days.
You're saying these are fake reviews?
What else could they be? I take pride in my cooking. Sure, my place might be a little old, but I keep it spotless. Man, even thinking about all this just pisses me off.
Can't be fun to deal with.
Yeah, trust me, it's not. Still trying to figure out how to handle this. Should I leave it alone, or do I do something about it? Maybe we should have talked about something else.
I wonder who they really are.
I've enjoyed how every one of the options has had an option to be like, are you sure you're good at cooking, Zhao? Because the first one was like, hey, you should come to my store, I'll give you some food sometime. And one of the options was like, I don't think I should go. What if it sucks? And then this one was like, they're review bombing my store. I was like, are you sure they're not valid reviews?
I think the customers who do follow blogs are usually the first timers.
Makes sense. And all that's left to consider is how you feel about this whole situation.
Yep, guess so. And I think I've got an idea who that blogger is.
Oh yeah?
Right before that blog posted, I got into a nasty little spat with a customer. Never seen him before in my life.
How'd that happen?
Well, considering my previous occupation, I get a lot of customers with some real heavy baggage. So I don't let people take any pictures or videos once they're inside. Even got signs saying so. But that guy didn't give a shit.
And there's no way you didn't call him out.
Damn right. I went up to him and I told him, please refrain from filming inside the restaurant. Honestly, I wouldn't have cared if it was just him there, but the place was pretty packed at the time. And that just got him all riled up. How dare you speak to a customer like that? And things just went downhill from there. He flung his chopsticks at his bowl and stormed out, screeching, see if I ever come back here again. The day after that, someone posted on their blog talking shit about my restaurant. I figure it's probably the same guy.
So this is the guy you're gonna beat up?
Probably?
Yeah, seems likely to me. Hard to think those events aren't related.
Right. I knew you'd understand, Kiryu-san.
So, what's your plan? If that customer's the same person behind the blog post, are you going to confront him?
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just a regular civilian now, a humble chef.
Considering how proud you are of your cooking, you're taking this pretty well.
Yep, I think so too. It's like, once I get heated, it's hard for me to hold back.
This guy. What happened to being a regular civilian? Guess I'll have myself another drink. Alcohol's not a bad distraction.
I'm with you there. Sorry for making you sit through that nonsense.
Just glad you're feeling better.
Come, Zhao, keep telling us more of your life stories, Zhao, and your upsetness at fucking the restaurant being bad reviewed.
Not this time. Got a message from the Liumang boys. Said they wanted to tell me something.
But didn't you leave the Liumang?
Yeah, I did. But they still try to contact me. Mind if I complain for a bit?
So, what do they want?
You remember the blog I mentioned last time? The one talking trash about my place.
Right. Might be the same guy that gave you trouble.
Yep. Those Liumang boys are using whatever means possible to hunt him down. They're hell-bent on catching him. Saying stuff like, he can't go around starting shit and running away like that. And if they do find him, things might get real messy.
But you're not the one ordering them around, right?
No, of course not.
Which means these young guns are causing a racket because someone's giving their old boss a hard time.
Yep. Honor's just as big a deal as life and death down in the underworld. Not that you need me to tell you that.
Seems like you're a popular guy.
Seems like you're a popular guy. Whenever a Yakuza boss steps down, people tend to avoid them like the plague.
Yeah, I guess so. But that didn't happen to you, did it, Kiryu-san? In the end, no matter where you go, popularity varies from person to person.
So, how many of these guys are we talking about?
A lot of them, but probably no more than 50.
That's still no joke.
But there's only 4 guys at the core of the whole shebang. They used to hang around me back when I was the leader, called themselves the 4 Beasts.
Sort of like your personal guard.
They were kind of adorable in a way, but feisty. Got a tendency to take things a little too far. They're the ones who were really pissed off with this blogger, so I gotta tighten the leash.
Must be tough on you. They're not gonna leave you alone so long as they keep you on that pedestal.
Yeah, like you're one to talk, Kiryu-san. What's going on with me can't even compare to what the Dragon of Dojima goes through.
The Dragon of Dojima.
I guess the two of us are in the same boat. I mean, who else can relate to this kind of stuff?
Well, I can lend you an ear if you want to talk about it.
Thanks for that. But, like I said, same boat. If there's anything on your mind, you can lay it on me too.
That's so. Great. Looks like I found myself a drinking buddy.
But seriously, Kiryu-san, you always look like you're trying to shoulder everything yourself. Hell, you even were quick to accept the fact that your time's been cut short.
Not really. I've spent plenty of time thinking about it.
You don't gotta lie down and take it. You could still try to fight back, you know. Survive. Looks to me like you're putting on an act. Because you're supposed to be a legend.
Where is this coming from?
Just something that's been on my mind. We've gotten pretty chummy, haven't we? Close enough for me to air out all my stupid complaints to you. Figured I could come out and say it by now. Or, did I cross the line there?
You're fine. I'll keep that in mind. After all, it's good advice from a good drinking buddy.
Awesome. Made all these drinks worth it. Man, you are one legendary pain in the ass.
Didn't think the drinks would hit so hard today.
Woo! Friendship! Are we good? We're done? Okay, cool.
Maybe.
Alright, well, we're like 50 minutes, we're not planning to stop anyway, so, I guess this would be worth stopping with fucking, like, 2.5 hour movie. So, with all of that done, I want to thank you, Avokanachi, David, for coming, and hopefully we will see you for the next one. Have a good night, and we'll see you then.